Hello and thank you for watching this. I'm Sheila Locke and I'm the Chief Executive at the City Council, and I wanted to speak today to appeal particularly to Somali women in the community. I'm very pleased to be able to talk to you directly, but also a little bit sad about the subject matter. Some of you will have heard that on the 9th of October the English Defence League are coming to Leicester. They have a plan to march in the city, and although we have applied to the Secretary of State to ban that march, it is likely that there will still be a demonstration of some kind. When we have demonstrations like this, there is often a counter view where people who oppose the views of the English Defence League will want to come and have their say. And while that's understandable, I guess my message to the community and to you as women and as mothers is to do our best not to respond to the English Defence League on the 9th of October. The reason I say that is because I suspect that the event may well generate some disorder and some conflict, and I think it's better if people don't engage in that and show a side of Leicester that is above all of that. So my appeal to women is to go about your business in your community, but if you can, not to come into the city on the 9th of October. I'd also ask you as mothers to try and actually see whether you can make sure your children and the young people in your community don't come in either. What I want for the city is for us to be able to celebrate everything that is good about our communities. We have much to celebrate here in Leicester, and I hope that we can showcase that to the city and to the country in events that are taking place on the Friday and also on the Sunday. I hope that's a much more positive message about what the city has to celebrate in its communities than actually responding to the English Defence League on the 9th of October. I also hope that over the forthcoming week we can continue to keep you updated about what's happening. I know that for many of you the thought of the English Defence League coming will provoke lots of anxiety, but my message is very clear. You will be safe. We will keep you safe in your communities. We will work together with our police colleagues to make sure that that happens, and we will also work with you in those neighbourhoods. So feel safe and confident that you will be okay in your communities, because we will do all we can to make sure that that happens.
marka hore waxa weey waxaad ku mahadsan tahay imaatinkaad noo timi iyo wargelinta wacyigelinta aad noo samaysay. waad ku mahadsan tahay adiga iyo groupkaaga, waad ku mahadsantiin iyo councilka. haashino door weyn ka qaatayna wuu ku mahadsan yahay. dadka Soomaaliyeed ee meesha joogana waa aad bay uga warhayaan doorka aad ka qaadateen, waanad mahadsantiin.
bismillaahi raxmaani raxiim. horta sida odagu u yiri guud ahaan codsigayagii ahaa inaanay marin dadkaas oo dhib ayna u iman shacabka, oo ayna u meelaha qaarkood ayna lug ku marin, oo aad idinka oo booliska ah iyo consulkuba aad hirgeliseen, waad ku mahadsantiin.
bismillaahi raxmaani raxiim. alxamdulilaahi rabbil caalamiin wassalaatu wassalaamu calaa rasuulillaah وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. إلهي بنكم هذيننا الله سبحانه وتعالى نقول نعموين فربضا وأن لكوبي كرين نعمة أقوينا وحوي نعمة إن إلهي نقوها نونية دين تحقق. أنت اسكدب أرنت الله شيء مظاهرات كأه runtii waa arrin aan wanaagsanayn maadaama dadka lagu mudaaharaaday ay yihiin dad waddanka degan oo muslimiina diinta lagu mudaaharaadayana ay tahay diintii ilaahay ay xaqa ahayd laakiin waxa kan waa shay waaqic ah oo dhaca maadaama waddankan aan ku noolnahay uu yahay waddan dimuqraadi ah oo markaa yacni dadku ay mudaaharaadi karaan marka waxaan ku wargelinaynaa dhammaan waalidiinta iyo waxgaradka in ay dhalinyarada iyo ilmahooda intii laga fogeyn karo oo guryaha lagu hayn karo in lagu hayo maalinta sabtida ah ee mudaaharaadka uu dhacayo sidoo kale masaajidada waxaan ka codsanaynaa masaajidada reer Leicester iyaguna in ay joogaan dadka mas'uuliyiinta ah si haddii wax dhibaato ay dhacaan ay ula soo xiriiraan dadka amniga dowladda iyo booliska maadaama aan ku faraxsannahay in la baangareeyey inay socdaan oo markaasi lagu haynayo hal meel inay istaagaan taasi waa runtii waa shay aad iyo aad u wanaagsan oo aan ku mahadinayno mas'uuliyiinta arrintaa ka shaqaysay laakiin haddana mudaaharaadka dhib kasta ayaa ka imaan kara marka insha allahu tacaala ha laga digtoonaado hana laga fogaado maxaa yeelay waa arrin aan fiicnayn oo haddii markaasi laga yaaba in ay iska hor imaad iyo dhibaatooyin intii ka hore yacni ka badan ay ka imaan karaan marka insha allahu intaasaan kelmadeeda ku gabagabaynaya asalaamu calaykum waraxmat ullah
Marlene Warnaxon. I'm Chief Superintendent Rob Nixon. I'm the head of the City Police in Leicester City. I want to just share with you some follow-on thoughts from when I met with the elders yesterday and just summarise some of the key main points that you might want to reflect on. Firstly, I want to say thank you to the elders for their time yesterday, and I was really grateful for the feedback that they gave me. But really what I want to do is very, very briefly just summarise what I now know today, the following day. I can confirm that the Home Secretary has now banned the march in Leicester City. So we are planning for a static assembly which is taking place at Humberston Gate East. I'll just remind colleagues that we know that there are two protests that are going to take place in Leicester City on Saturday. One is by the English Defence League and one is by the Unite Against Fascism. The EDL, as they're often referred, are predominantly travelling from outside of Leicester with very little knowledge of Leicester, and they purport to be tackling violent extremism. We know that there are elements of that which some of the language used by the EDL members has been seen to be extremely racist, and that is leading to a lot of concern by people that are living in our communities. I'd like to start also by saying that I want to celebrate the diversity that we have here in the city, and I know that the opposing protest group, UAF, are actively engaging with our communities at the moment to try and get people to unite against and show a physical strength on the 9th against the EDL. My advice to you is not to get drawn into that, because the last thing I want to see is people that are living in peace and harmony in this city getting drawn into conflict on the 9th.